Hello, everybody. Welcome to Thursday. The S&P 500 was down just a little bit more than 0.4% today. A couple of important things today. First of all, it seems like the biggest reason the market was down today is because Walmart had some soft guidance going forward. They had great earnings report, actually, and they probably would have done quite well. But with that soft guidance, Walmart was actually down 6.5% today. I think, a couple things there. Number one, Walmart is typically soft at the beginning of the year with their guidance. But also, I think any CFO, CEO right now probably is wondering what the impact's going to be of all these different things that are happening and trying to make, an estimate for, what might be your sales in the next quarter or what have you could be really difficult. I remember during the pandemic, it was so hard. A lot of companies just refused to give forward guidance. And so this isn't that bad, but it's, there's things that are hard to tell. So if you lay off this many people, and you have this many frozen government contracts and what have you, that's recessionary. But we're in an inflationary environment. Could those actually offset? Could they create problems for consumers? We have seen consumer confidence surveys back up. They were very positive and have become less so all of a sudden. The confidence to go out and spend money, or confidence to invest money, the confidence to take more risk into small caps and things like that. Small cap index was down 0.9% today, for example. It's just really not there right now until we kind of see what happens, see what comes from these next couple of unemployment reports. Like an awful lot of people that have potentially been laid off, how does that factor? And again, that's the weird thing here. We're in this environment where we're seeing inflationary numbers kind of coming up a bit, certainly not going down, not going up a lot, but not going down. And so, but if you have layoffs and you cut back government contracts, that's basically recessionary. That's kind of on the other side of inflationary. They could offset. You could end up in the middle with what's called stagflation, where you really, have some inflation and not much growth. So we'll have to see how this all plays out. It's too hard to tell for sure what's going to happen. Things can go, day by day. It seems like things are reversing and what have you too. So that's what's going on today altogether. Kind of interesting day. We still have the tariffs out there, which are inflationary. We have, all of these different pieces kind of battling each other out. Could keep us in the middle, possibly. I've said that back at the beginning of the year, end of last year, when we did some summaries on what we saw from some of the, current administration's policies, that there is some potential. Like, for example, if you're lowering taxes and lowering regulations, that's stimulative to the economy. It's stimulative to the stock market. If you have tariffs and if you have, mass deportations, that can be, inflationary in the economy. So, you do a lot of layoffs and cut off government contracts. That's recessionary. So you could get a situation potentially where these things kind of line up and the market is okay with that. But they have to kind of line up in the right way. And I think it's going to be very difficult to get them on a timing basis, especially to line up, especially when Congress has to get involved. The House is having a hard time, getting everything in one basket to try to get this bill together. Which would be hard for any Congress, but certainly one with a thin majority. So anyway, that's what's happening today. Really not a bad day altogether. We did stay above, just barely. We're right at the top of the previous range.